what is a reality in defined by the Shakta philosophy. I think it will benefit if we know the basics of Shakta philosophy, and then we can go on to the verses to each nama. So, according to the reality in Shakta, it's a non-dual philosophy, and the reality according to Shakta philosophy has two complementary aspects. Okay, that's the Shiva and Shakti, right? So Shiva is transcendence, formless, saguna, attributeless. Shakti is immanence, form, and nirguna. I'm sorry, Shiva is nirguna and Shakti is saguna. Saguna means with attributes and nirguna means without attributes. Okay, so Shiva is nirguna and Shakti is saguna. And so Shiva becomes the substratum or the ground of being. Okay, we can say Shiva is the canvas upon which form is created. So it's like a canvas. Shiva is therefore unmanifested and devoid of attributes. That's what we saw. Attributes meaning no name, form, space or time. So that is nirguna. Therefore Shiva free of all limitations and divisions. Okay, basically nothingness. Shiva. Shakti is with attributes and has countless names and forms, right? And has space and time. Shakti is from the smallest subatomic particles to the cosmic force. So there is one nama, Abrahma Kita Janani. We come across that nama, right? So it's Shakti is the supreme Brahman to Kita. Kita is germs, worms, those. So everything is Shakti. And Shakti is also subtle forms like thoughts, emotions. That's also Shakti. Okay. So basically any realm of creation, any aspect of creation is Shakti. Everythingness. Shiva is nothingness. Shakti is everythingness. Okay. So that's the Shakta philosophy, non-dual Shakta philosophy. So both Shakti and Shiva is needed for creation because they are complementary. They are complementary and complementary aspects of one reality. So both is needed for creation. They are inseparable, constantly flowing into each other without boundaries. Okay. If you want to think of an abstract example, it's the wetness of water or the heat in fire. Example of Shiva and Shakti. Okay. There is a beautiful, I saw a beautiful sentence in one of the references. Shakti is Shiva in motion, while Shiva is Shakti in stillness. Okay. Shakti is Shiva in motion, while Shiva is Shakti in stillness.
Like kinetic and kinetic energy and
yeah,
Potential energy.
yeah.
potential energy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So you can
Physics, huh?
Yes.
basically everythingness, right, is Shakti. So any aspect of creation that we can think of forms Shakti. That's why we keep saying that Shiva is inert without Shakti, right? So now this is the basic foundation of this Shakta philosophy. Now we will go on to actually looking into the nama for today. Okay, and we had two namas that were left from last verse 43. We discussed up to Shanti Madi. We have two namas that come in the Nirguna section from that verse 43, starting with Niradhara Niranjana. So verse 43, Shankari Srikari Sadhvi Sharachandra Nibhanana, Shatodari, Shantimadi, Niradhara, Niranjana. So we look at Niradhara and Niranjana. Okay? Niradhara means, Adhara means support. So Niradhara is without support. Right? So we can understand Devi being the very aspect of creation itself, she herself is without support. Okay? And this is going to be the central theme of the rest of the namas. That is the very attribute that Devi gives us. She is without it. She doesn't need, she is not that. She is without that. That is the Nirguna. Okay? No, without attributes. Because she is basically Shiva. And Shiva is Shakti, Shakti is Shiva. Right? So, now, this is how the whole section develops like this. Without the attributes, right? Now, I'm going to do it slightly differently than we usually used to do. What we are going to do is take a few some of the namas, go through the literal meaning, and then put them in context. Because the logical sequence of these nama actually makes sense. So we will discuss a few namas that come in a logical sequence. Okay? So I'll go through the namas first and the meaning of the nama, the literal meaning, and then the logic behind it. So verse 44, Nirlepa, Nirmala, Nitya, Nirakara, Nirakula, Nirguna, Nishkala, Shanta, Nishkama, Nirupaplava. Right? Nama 134 to 143. Now, we left one nama behind, which was Niranjana, and I'll come to that. So, Niranjana means, I'll go through literal meaning first. Niranjana means stainless. Stainless. Okay? We saw Niradhara means without support. Niranjana, stainless. Nirlepa, not attached to anything. We are missing our experts today in Sanskrit. Nirlepa, not attached to anything. Nirmala is spotless, sinless. Nitya is eternal, timeless. Nirakara means formless. Nirakara, formless. Nirakula is without agitation or steady, unconfused. Okay. Now, we will look at these namas, that is 133 to 138, these namas in context. Okay. So, because Devi is starting with Niradhara, right? That was the first nama in this sequence. Devi, like I said, Devi being the actual aspect of reality, she is devoid of duality. Okay? So therefore she is Niradhara, without support. And also stainless, pure, Niranjana. Okay? She is not bound to anything. Therefore, she is Nirlepa, not attached to anything. That's the next one, right? And she is not only stainless, which is Niranjana, but she is also spotless, which is Nirmala, which is the next nama, right? So Niranjana, Nirmala. Then, because why is she spotless, stainless? Because she is not bound by the limitation of fragmentation. She is not limited. So therefore, stainless, spotless. She is Nitya, eternal, timeless, right? Because she is not bound by linear time, like us. There is no time, space when we look at Devi's Nirguna form, right? So she is eternal, timeless. Then she is Nirakara, formless. Again, Nirakara, formless. Because she being the substratum of all forms, she is formless. Okay? And she is steady, timeless, formless, and she is steady, free from agitation. There is no form, so there is no agitation.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So she is attributeless, which is nirguna, no form, no time, no causation. So that's the sequence of that nama. Okay, and we will look at the next line now. Nirguna, Nishkala, Shanta, Nishkama, Nirupaplava. 134 to 143. Nirguna means without gunas. Nishkala means indivisible. Kala actually means fraction or parts. So Nishkala means indivisible. Shanta, everybody knows, tranquil. Nishkama, desireless. Nirupaplava, indestructible. Okay. So now we look at all these these 5 namas in sequence. So Devi being the foundation of everything in existence, she is beyond the 3 gunas. Which are the 3 gunas? The 3 gunas are Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. We are familiar with that, right?
Yeah.
Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. So Sattva is basically good qualities. Qualities that makes one do qualities that are pure, or that are, how to say it? I don't know. That are dedicated to the truth. Okay, finding the truth or seeking the truth. All those are sattva qualities. Rajas is activity, basically activity, and tamas is inertia. Okay, and if you take anything in nature, any aspect in nature, it will be a combination of these 3 qualities: sattva, rajas and tamas. Okay, she is beyond that. She is nirguna. She is eternally whole, indivisible, nishkala. She is cannot be divided into fractions or parts. She is a platform upon which all manifestation sustains. Hence, she is steady, tranquil. Okay? That's the next nama. And then Nishkama. She is desireless and hence unmanifested. Because desire, we all got manifested because of our desires. Correct? So, she is desireless and therefore unmanifested. And when we manifest, we manifest because of our desires, and that is the reason for our sense of lack. We don't find satisfaction no matter what. We have seen that, right? Everybody feels no matter what, we cannot be completely happy. We cannot be, there's always something that bothers us. And that is called sense of lack, or in Sanskritam it's called Anavamala. Anavamala, which is a sense of lack. And that sense of lack, why is that sense of lack happening? A sense of lack is because we are a fraction. We are not whole. Only when we go and merge, that's when our sense of lack will go away. Until then, it will be there. And that is the reason for our action, our driving, our drive, everything. Okay? She doesn't have any of that because she is unmanifested. Nishkama. And once a desire is manifested and an ego is born, it has to be destroyed. Right? Until it gets destroyed, you have the Anavamala, or the sense of lack. So she is not manifested, so she is indestructible. Again, that one, Nirupaplava, that makes sense. So indestructible. So this is the namas for today, and then we'll continue with the same pattern for this section in next week. Thank you.